Hi! It's that time of the year. We have a few days off between Christmas, New Year's, maybe even a few days before or after New Year's, and we have time to spare and we don't know what to do with it, right? We want to be productive. We want to have some projects, spend time with the family as well, and have an idea where to put those few extra hours that we have at hand. So in this video, I'll propose 5 slightly tech-savvy ideas that you can do over the holidays that will give you a little bit of benefits or a little bit side project work on. My name is Stefan, and in this channel, I'll discuss stuff I use, gadgets I love, and everything that makes my life easier. So without further ado, let's jump right into project number 1. Project number 1 is something that you might want to do from time to time, and this is a digital cleanup. Most of us have at least some clutter in their daily lives. These might be file systems, these might be to-do lists, these might be notes, these might be watch lists. So in all of this first topic, the digital cleanup, I propose to you to actually start and sort that out a little bit, because it's quite freeing to know that you're up to date. In order for you to don't even know where to start, let me propose a little list that you can go through from top to bottom to work yourself to more digital declutter and freedom. Number 1, start with decluttering and cleaning up your file storages. These include your PC. These includes your phone. This includes also if you have external hard drives. This includes your iCloud storage, your iCloud Drive, your OneDrive, your Dropbox, your Google Drive, whatever you have in those. Clean those up a little bit, decide what you want to keep and what you don't really want to keep. And while you're at it, it might be also beneficial to check out some file storage systems that you can implement to keep the new, neat, tidied up file storage longer tidied up. I personally use the Para method from Tiago Forte. I have the text somewhere here, and I love it, and I will continue using it for all my file stuff and also my OneNote, so my notes. Once you've done cleaning up all the file storage, the next thing that you might want to do is update all your drivers and your devices. This again includes your phone, update this to the latest version, update your PC, your Mac, whatever you have, update all the operating system, the applications that you use, the drivers that you use. Even consider updating your BIOS, if you know how to do this. So this is basically just to make sure that you're fully updated devices and you're not running some old software. Then moving on, after you've decluttered your file storage and updated all your devices, take a turn and look for your watch lists. These include your YouTube watch later list, the watch lists that you have in Netflix and Disney Plus and all your streaming services, and go through those, see what's actually in these, because I personally have hundreds of videos or movies in these watch lists that I probably don't watch or have forgotten that I actually put them on there. So actually clean those up a little bit. Go through them, decide what you want to watch and keep those. And if you won't watch something, then just get rid of it. So you actually have a place, if you want a few suggestions what you might watch, that you can just go there and find it actually. And finally, pay a little bit attention to your phone. You most likely not only have way more apps than you actually need installed on your phone, but your home screens also most likely will be a complete mess. I at least know my home screen has at least 3 or 4 apps that I personally don't use that regularly, and other apps which I keep pulling down to search, but don't just put it on my home screen. And I know there are home screens that are way more cluttered with basically every app on it. So maybe take a little bit of time. You can do that on the sofa, for example, because you just need to do it with your phone, and clean those up and get a little bit more structure in it, so the phone works for you, not against you. And this concludes the first topic, your digital cleanup. If you do all of this, or just a few items of these, you can spend a few hours in your off days and are well set for 2025 to come. Turning to the second topic, and which is to have a little bit of smart home automation without breaking the bank. And what I'm specifically talking about is a smart plug, something like this. I'll try to hold this in the camera. It looks pretty much like a regular plug, but it has two distinct features that a regular plug is missing. The first one is that it has this little button here. I hope you can see it. This allows you to basically toggle power on and off just with the button. But having a button on the power plug is not particularly of use if you can only use it that way. But the way greater way is to couple it with your home assist, like the one from Amazon, Alexa, or like a Google one, for example. And or the Apple one, of course, will work as well. And what you can do then is give these a name and have them toggle these smart plugs on and off. So you can, for example, have quite a few devices like a multi-plug plugged into those, and have all your lighting in your house actually automated without buying expensive smart bulbs or other kinds of automation. I personally use these to control the lights. I can also use these to control different technical devices like, okay, these are also lights here in my setup now, but you could also use these for audio devices, for example, or whatever you fancy. You could basically have all your TV and everything that belongs to it at one of these smart plugs, and you can say, smart plug TV on, and then it will get powered, and before that it will just stay off powered and don't take up any wattage. These itself, they consume a little bit of wattage, but not that much. I personally just like having these to automate, especially lights a little bit at home, where I don't want to pay $50 for like 3 U lights or the cheaper IKEA ones. I just use these because any lamp that needs a plug, I can make it smart with just one of these plugs. This is project number 2. I'll put a link to these that I use. Amazon also has one, but I found that these Tapu brand that I have are cheaper and get the job done as well. So I recommend these, and I'll put the Amazon one and the Tapu brand below so you can check it out if you like. These are Amazon affiliate links, just letting you know. I'll get a small kickback and you have no downside at all. Coming to project 3. And project 3 is more of a creative project. Project 3 is a photo calendar of 2025. I personally get a photo calendar every year for Christmas from my mom with pictures from the last year to hang on the wall. It has roughly A4 size, so like this. This being an envelope. And it's in this tradition, and I'm looking forward to getting a new one every year. But you can do the same, especially for you. You can basically get an app for this, do this on your computer, and just scroll through your photo library of the last year. A phone for this is really handy. And just take a picture or two of every month and just do calendar out of this. This is a great touch, to be reminded what happened the last year in that particular month when you go through that. And it's always nice to just, it's the first of the next month, turn the calendar around and nice, I remember this picture. This was a good time. So this is something that you can just do. It doesn't take that long, and you just order these. They're not that expensive. I did one myself this year and paid, I don't know, maybe 20 euros or something. So they're affordable, and you can order them online and they arrive in a couple of days. The first project that I propose to you is implementing a password manager if you have not yet. Password managers are great. They're super secure, and you can put all of your passwords inside of a password manager. This not only allows you to just remember only one password to your password manager, it also allows you to have different passwords and potentially even email addresses for each and every login. So you are way more secure. And as a bonus, as you don't have to remember these logins anymore to each and every website, you can generate way more secure passwords for each of those websites and don't have to put in your 10-character password that you are using for the last 5 years probably. I personally have over 300 entries in my password manager. Most of my passwords are around 60 characters long, because I don't need to remember them. It doesn't make sense for me to choose a short password when I can just choose a long one. Password managers are great. You can have them on your phone, you can have them on your computer. They sync, so regardless on what device you put the passwords in, they are synced to the other device. And they're not expensive. There are free options and there are paid options. I personally currently am a paid subscriber to 1Password for the last 5 or 6 years. Before that, I used LastPass, and there are also alternatives that you can use, but I have not tested those. Alternatives that are pretty good from what I've read are either Bitwarden or Proton Password or something like that. I'll put the exact name on the screen for you to know. I've not tested both of them, but they're also very secure, as well as 1Password. So regardless of which to choose, they're a great choice, and they're well worth the investment of around, I think I'm paying around $30 a year for those to have your digital life in order and have passwords in place and never forget a password and never ever are in a situation where you're asked to put in a password and you don't even know what to put in. I know a lot of people who are in that situation. Coming to project 5, and this is a small one. This is consider switching your browsers. You are probably right now either running Chrome, Firefox, or maybe even Microsoft Edge, or Safari, depending on your operating system of choice, to the default one. And they're good. You don't need to switch those, but you might want to explore something else. I personally found great joys in using the Arc browser on both Windows and Mac OS. They sync and they keep perfectly in sync with every last tab open. So I can open a tab on my Mac, and coming back later to my Windows machine, the exact same tab is open on my Windows machine. If I close it there, it will be gone on my Mac the next time I log in and actually give it time to sync. This is really good if you have multiple machines and you want to have a cohesive browsing experience, which allows you to browse on any machines and have your favorites and everything that you open regularly on each device open. So you don't say, I looked at it, but it was on my other machine and I can't remember it. Also, Arc has an app for your iPhone, so you can go ahead and have also all the tabs available on your iPhone. So you have basically also your digital life synced between the devices that you are using, even with your browser, so you know what to use. Because this is a little bit of a hassle. If you're only using Windows or Mac OS, then you could use, let's say Mac OS, then you could use Safari for everything, right? But as soon as you're in a hybrid world, then you need to have some sort of tool that works in this hybrid scenario. And for my use case, Arc browser works perfectly and is a browser of the 21st century, like it's a 2025 browser basically. Okay, so summary. In this video, I proposed a few projects for you. Projects that don't take that much time and that are nice to do on an afternoon, on a day off between the holidays, for you to not just sink some time in, but to tinker a little bit with. Maybe some of the project is right for you. Maybe you have other ideas for the project. Maybe you think those projects are stupid. Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'm looking forward to talk to you in the next video. Goodbye.